Hi guys, I'm so happy to sit again and talk to you, and today's topic will be how to survive a distance relationship. So if you are in this kind of situation and if you want some tips from me as well, from my own personal experience, because if you're watching me from the very beginning, you know that me and my already husband, we did 2 years distance relationship before, and unfortunately now, even after the wedding, we were forced to be separated for 1 year. So yeah, so now I'm also doing a distance relationship but with my husband. And if you're really interested to hear how we're dealing with this, then keep watching this video. Let's start. Let's go. So the first tip I want to give you is that you both have to talk on the phone, or I mean on the camera. Now, since we have WhatsApp, we stopped using Skype, but before that we were using Skype for that. We were calling each other every night and we're telling each other how our day was, what happened, and in general just talking about different topics. And yeah, so every night. Maybe for some of you it's too much, but it depends on every single couple. Of course, if you can, if you're doing something, and especially if you have a time difference between your country and the country where you love or your boyfriend lives, then sometimes it's hard, but we managed to find every day at least 20 minutes to talk before we go to bed. Or maybe like if I came home, for example, to eat dinner, I call him, we're talking while I'm eating, he's going to bed, I'm going somewhere to the party or something, because you know of the difference. For example, once we had 5 hours difference, and this is when it happened, because sometimes when I wanted to go out and it was too late for him to wait for me, then he was just going to bed and I was going out, and then when I came back sometimes maybe he will like call me and we could sleep together. So this is the next step. If you can and if you want, we advise you to sometimes sleep on the phone. So I even bought one specific thing so I can put my phone on it and I can sleep without like holding my phone the whole night. So this looks like this, you know, you can stick it to the wall, or like not to the wall, to the bed, sorry, and this part here is for your phone. So it takes your phone and you can sleep, and you can sleep together on Skype or on WhatsApp now. So that was the second tip, but maybe if you don't want, it's okay. But for us it was nice, we felt like we're close to each other, because I always was hearing him how he was snoring, or like, you know, this kind of things. So after we start to live with each other, it was pretty like okay for me to hear him snoring next to me, because I already like, I'm used to this. Third tip, watch something together. I know it sounds simple, but and maybe weird for someone, but how we do it. So we find one movie, or nowadays we watch a lot of series together. So what we do is that he's preparing like his computer, I'm preparing my computer with the same series, with the same episode, for example, and then we tell each other on which second we are, for example at 0 second, let's say, and then we say 1, 2, 3, and then we press at the same time, so we both are watching at the same time the same movie or the same series. And trust me, it makes so much like funnier to watch, because every time when I see something funny in the, or like something weird in the series, I'm like, what the fuck is this, and why is this happening, and like, or we laugh together, and you know, it feels like he's next to me even though he's so far away. So I move on to the fourth tip, which make romantic dates even on WhatsApp or Skype. This will make the whole thing even more interesting, because we usually, for example, celebrated Valentine's Day, and this year as well we were like already like on distance, so we celebrated our Valentine's Day on WhatsApp, and we gave presents to each other through WhatsApp video, and we watched the movies, the series, we ate together, we cooked together even. So we cooked the same dish but in like different countries, and we like ate it, and it was pretty cool. We like talked, and you know, it was like a proper date but just like on through the internet. Okay, so now I can show you some small parts of it, how we did it, and you may also try it out if you want.
Это подарочек номер 1.
О.
Это Пандорка.
Еще одно сердечко.
Но я тебе его не подарю.
Все. Сейчас.
Я помню, как один раз я тебе кое-что купил, и твои сестры у тебя это отняли. Это было на День Валентина. Я
Папис.
хочу сделать еще одну. Да, я хочу сделать еще одну традицию. Каждый День Валентина ты будешь получать лавэс.
One full body massage of minimum 30 minutes.
Tip number 5. You know, sometimes when you talk every day, you will think that you will not have enough topics to talk about, especially, for example, if it was a lazy Sunday, you were sitting at home, he was sitting at home, nothing happened, so you don't have anything to talk about. But then, during these times, or during this period of time, you, before calling each other, you can prepare like some topics. For example, let's talk about our dreams, or let's talk about the future plans, or let's even talk about and discuss some serious, or prepare some questions beforehand. For example, if he would be immortal, what he would do, or you know, this kind of like questions that he might be interested in and you interested to hear from him. Tip number 6. Try to help each other. Yes, you're far away, but you're able to help with anything. For example, when I was studying and I was writing my thesis or I was writing my papers, I was always like, he was always there for me and he was trying to help me. So I called him on Skype, for example, that time, and I was writing a paper and he was like searching for articles that I need while I'm writing the paper itself, and he was sending me the links and all of this kind of things. Or for example, vice versa, he was looking for jobs and I was trying to help him, and I was also trying to find the really good websites, and you know, this kind of things. Like, it really helps the relationship, and this tip I think is one of the most efficient one. Like the previous one, they're more like fun, but this one and the next one makes your relationship to be stronger. And yeah, so I love these 2 tips, last one. So moving to my last tip, or not, maybe not the last one, I think I have one more, but it's not like a tip, it's like but you should also remember. Okay, we'll move on to the next tip before I say what is my but. Oh my god, that sounds so bad. What is my but? Okay. If you're watching this video from this moment, it's not the same but as you were thinking. The last tip is, I will advise you guys to learn something together. Yes, even through the Skype and WhatsApp, you can do it. For example, you can look, it can be as simple as cooking something. For example, I'm not a best one. I mean, I don't know so many recipes, so one thing to do is just to find one nice recipe and just try to cook it together, and we will see the result, who will do it better, let's say. So it's, you always can find something that you can do together. Through all these tips I gave you, I have a really big but. which is, please do all of these things, but don't forget about a personal time. Because sometimes the internet, or I mean the online conversations might get boring, even with the people you love. So if it happens, then it means that you're lacking your own personal time. So go out with the like real friends that are in your country, or go for shopping, or just spend time for your own. I don't know, listen to the music, watch some YouTube videos that he doesn't like. For YouTube addicted people who watch like beauty bloggers, I guess your husbands or boyfriends will not enjoy this, so you can do it alone. You know, this alone time will also benefit your relationship, because going back from the trip, let's say, yeah, go to the trip, small trip with your friends, or you went out and something funny happened, so you go back to your home, you call your boyfriend, fiance, husband, and you tell him all the stories, so you have the topics to talk. So this is also really important, so you spend the time for yourself and not only stick to your phone 24 hours a day, every day. When my grandmother is talking on the phone, everyone hears it. I think even the neighbors on the first floor. That was it for this video. I hope you liked it. Why people are calling, people are talking when you're taping the video, and when you don't do anything, they don't do anything. Okay, relax. That was it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was beneficial for you and you will use some tips. And this is not like you have to do all of it. It's just how we deal with our distance relationship. And if you feel like this is what you want to do, if you want to try all of these tips or maybe some of these tips, then go for it. Guys, if you have your own tips on how you're dealing with the distance relationship, please write it down below, so maybe I can take some of your tips, make it work in my relationship. So I hope you really like this video. Thumbs up if you liked it and find it beneficial. So I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching.
This is what I was fucking born to do.